So I had a client that hired me about 6 months ago, and they were in a car accident. Wasn't their fault, but they tried to treat by themselves. They did it for a year. They tried to go and get treatment, try to work with the insurance companies by themselves, and went through this whole process. And they were just given all sorts of different hoops to jump through, things that they were told that weren't true, things that they were essentially going through the motions of something that the insurance company had no intent to really help them and work with them on. And so we took this case on and we helped them through it, and they've already been treated. One of them had fusion in their back. One of them was set to be, had major surgery. We get into this case and we find out and realize that the insurance company has no money. I mean, essentially a very low claim. The policy limits on it was $15,000 per seat and $30,000 per accident, and it's just nasty. Anytime you have fusion and major surgeries and things like that, and then that's the policy limit, it really puts you in a huge disadvantage. These clients didn't have underinsured in motorist acts, anything like that. They didn't have any of their own insurance that they could lean on either. But we were able to find an underinsured policy that one of the accident victims had with their previous marriage, and it was continuing to pay on. And once they were divorced and other things like that, that insurance policy actually still carried forward and was able to be in effect on this case. And because of that, we were able to try to get underinsured and get more insurance involved in this case because of how high the damages were. And the fight that we had to do because of the divorce and other things like that, that insurance company did not want to pay that underinsured motorist coverage, even though the victim was entitled to it. So all these different things, all these different hoops that we jumped through, finally we're able to get them to admit that that did in fact count, and that they are going to accept coverage and they are going to do those things. That's a wonderful, wonderful thing to happen. When somebody's in an accident like this, it's severe, it's serious, they're not going to get any money out of it. They're essentially stuck either suing the person that caused the accident, which a lot of the time won't generate any sort of additional funds or income. And in all these different things and all these different avenues, they were kind of striking out on all those things, and we finally were able to get them in a position where they recovered at least a little bit and had all their medical bills paid. If you find yourself in a situation like that, sometimes looking at the billboards and finding attorneys, it doesn't look like it's a good idea to hire an injury attorney or somebody to help you with this because they just want your money, or maybe there's different thoughts and mindsets. If you find yourself in a situation where you've done it on your own, you're striking out, you're not able to really get yourself and your case into a better position, it is a good idea to contact and talk to an attorney. We would love to talk to you about that. We'd love to go over this with you and find options and solutions and abilities to be able to get you move forward and not just survive again, we want to thrive. So this is something that we want to make sure that we get you into a good position.